Exo, shut up, bruh. Bro, you play Modern Warfare 2. I don't want to hear it. Like, I bet.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
You got low key. Suck at defense.
Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first.
Bro, I can smoke you on Modern Warfare 2. I don't care what you say.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe
anything, bro. Y'all, you gonna smoke.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And Charles,
anytime, any day, I'll smoke you.
Cut out for him. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change
maybe.
Speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at it.
I'll get on like tomorrow or something.
Blitz sometimes, drop back other times.
Cause I'm on that Madden grind right now, bro.
Let him get into rhythm.
6-0 our score after.
Oh, you're definitely gonna get smoked, bro. You need some time to like warm up again, not be rusty.
Second quarter now.
And you'll be dead.
Stadium, the Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the
Nice. I haven't played Minecraft with a girl since like, I don't know. Bruh, just ask her. It ain't that hard.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there.
She's the Arizona girl.
They just engaged and held their ground. But how about
what's her name?
the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
I just keep it where it is, man. It's like just take it from there. You know, go slow.
And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. And this
take things slow, like Tom Brady's sprinting speed.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there,
Rodgers don't want this smoke, bro.
Be diligent about throwing the flag.
Paul on a give up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but they pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one,
I
don't know.
Yeah, maybe should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
But EXO, that's like the perfect match for you because you're like really dumb.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Rodgers.
That was blood done, man.
Downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You better, bruh.
So 2 3rd down conversions.
I think all of us at one point was talking to a Latino.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in
the
the
Jets
game,
is crazy,
man. Opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points.
EXO, since when did you get played, bruh? I don't ever remember this happening.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
W.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Meanwhile, this one in the backfield, it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising.
XO.
Extending the play, hoping
You usually do.
open downfield.
Them days grinding Fortnite and going breakwater every day. Oh, that's real.
On 2nd and 10. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And a good quarterback.
Oh,
coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the
that's
scene.
interesting.
No doubt about it.
Le Brody.
He'll be taken
Look.
down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick.
5 years ago.
There to bring him down. And they need to
Them
work
days,
to at least
bruh.
get some of this yardage back after
So
the
long
sack.
ago.
2nd and 19.
Oh, yeah.
This one complete downfield on the left side. That one covers 29 yards. First
But that's
down.
zestier than Dynamite by BTS.
Impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Mahomes now on first down.
I didn't even want to that, but
By the tight end Gray. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Ball right on the
This is the new one,
Second down and 5.
Madden 24. That's why the stream title is called Madden 24, you goober. Oh my god.
Inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 50 yards. And the
That's my
Chiefs are
cousin,
able to
bruh.
add on to that lead.
Sue. Suey. I'm like Ronaldo. It ain't even a dude, bruh.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Too young for you,
Makes
XO.
up for the
Let's
earlier
put it
missed
there.
2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1
High
is
of
coming
90
into play in the
for
NFL.
Cool. You got a point there. You got a point there.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now.
I'm
as they send this
joking,
one
bro.
away.
I'm joking. Ugh.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Let's go, bro.
These guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here.
I'm
on the
like
return.
that.
They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some...
Oh my god.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. And
No
the
way I
Chiefs
did
have
that.
it here at their own 9-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later
Look.
and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. First down now.
My
with
boy
that clock
Sneed.
rolling. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way.
Yes, bro, football is lit.
They have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell in.
But don't be watching no Bucks. You better be watching them Patriots games.
So third down. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Yeah.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
I don't know, bruh.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26.
Oh, why does your profile picture keep changing? That is weird, bro.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's what's up.
Mike Edwards picks it up, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Hey, we got Pacheco, our wide receiver.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon.
Oh, my God.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Man open, it's Tony.
No.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to get in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Are we going for a 2-point?
The Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Room past the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
A 56-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one lines up no good.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. He may go. Now he's free at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Rodgers to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A first down there on a pickup of 25. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers again now. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers.
They're a decent team. Everyone just hates on them, so they make them seem bad.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
They're an okay team.
It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it.
I have to wait till next season.
So on their record, that goes down as a
I'm not even good.
play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one from the 34-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Rodgers now on first down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the ball is going to be going back to the Chiefs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Michael Clemens there to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chiefs and the Vikings. And it comes your way next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it.
No, I did not want to do that. I want to do squib.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5.
I suck at defense, but offense, goated.
It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here the Vikings set to go to
bro, I'm not really sick right now. That's why I sound like half dead.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production. And the
that'll go crazy.
Was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns,
Cousins don't want no smoke. Oh man. Oh.
Best as a starter.
Oh.
Captain Kirk, he's probably been one of the league's most productive
shut up, Sophie.
the last few seasons.
It's not an L,
It's a
bro.
pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Bro, you're the only one at the chemistry table who isn't sick.
Throw is Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team,
Alright, Dandy, you play football. You give me plays. You play offense, I think. Hey, you just give me all the plays I should do.
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 15 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game.
Bro, it's because you're lucky.
So in this contest,
It was first me, and Alex, and then Mackenzie.
And lead with the runners.
Oh!
This
Oh
is
my God, bro.
inside the 15. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against
Dude, I was screaming at this last night.
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bro, oh my God, dude. I don't know how I feel about that.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team.
Oh my God, excuse me.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and the
Alright, that's
Vikings
what they
take a
usually
7-0
have on
lead.
here.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was
Most of the
TJ
plays,
Hawkinson who
the
finished
recommended
drive
plays
with a
they give
touchdown
you
reception.
are,
Taken at the goal line.
What's it called?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20.
Pacheco.
Coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Bro, Kelsey already
So
been
lead the
injured.
Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They run with the second.
Oh, yo, Pacheco.
Pacheco. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that.
Dude, Mahomes is low-key got speed in this.
The angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short
not
break.
again.
Line of scrimmage.
JD, I'm telling you, Pacheco's about to carry my season. I'm telling you, bro. One of the most underrated, running backs in the league.
The Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
This was such great,
Their
decent.
execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, I've pretty much been playing this all day. I played all night yesterday.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a
I might
big
go gray
message
with
to
this
a
one.
defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. You look at this
Bro,
defense
Dandy, when I was playing this yesterday, I was screaming Sue, bro. I was getting mad.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have
Are you calling a timeout on that?
and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But they got Pacheco out here on wide receiver. Goated.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh!
Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We ain't punting. Punting's for losers.
Oh, big decision here early.
I learned this off of young Sheldon. Always go for that 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Tony, bro.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
That's defense. Alright, cool.
Pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play.
Look.
Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again.
That's the
Keep
wrong
throwing
one.
it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
Oh, yo.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first.
Sophie, how was the game last night, other than winning?
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second.
Bro, if we hop in a
goal.
party, I'll let you play it. Run up game share.
Even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. No gain on the play.
Yeah, my brother didn't really care for the other one, but this one, he said, looks better. He hasn't played it yet. Game is great. Dude, I wish I went. Oh, yo, you ain't catching me, bro.
Touchdown run.
But I'm literally Lightning McQueen.
Touchdown with one of their own. looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who
Where
will
you
dance
think you're
with him
going,
and go where
baby?
he
Hey,
goes.
I just
Well,
met you.
oftentimes, if you utilize a spy,
And this
you're
is
taking away
crazy.
someone in coverage as well.
So here's my
and
number.
Oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with.
Alright,
he
hold on,
gets
I'll be done in a
defeated anyway.
second.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Come on.
Mahomes will throw for
Come on,
it.
check out. Do your stuff.
And he'll get it.
Bro, I wish I
Taking
wish I
8-7
went.
lead.
Low key as Alex got there, I was good. But I felt fine. But for real.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. As we start the
Excuse me,
second
guys. Dude, I whipped the Jets, bro. 30-3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
So you ain't going nowhere with that blood.
20 to the 21-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive.
Running backs in this era are low-key
And they'll be
good.
looking to build off of a nice drive last
Bro,
time.
I'm sorry I wasn't feeling good, bro.
The quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing
They
the
are
ball well,
underappreciated.
distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Once the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional.
Yeah, they usually got like most of the
Just
plays
the
and stuff.
timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
At least my state's got like one of the best running backs in the league.
But you typically run.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
For real. Now Zeke's with the Patriots. I feel bad for him.
The usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Bro, what type of flop was that? That's like LeBron right there.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What the LeBron?
To throw, Cousins.
Yeah.
And he's going to be driven down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes.
Alright,
or
Danny,
their
which way we doing
unpredictability
this?
just takes over.
Someone tell me a way. Never mind. 3 seconds.
So on 4th
Alright, which way do we
down,
do it
Ryan
next?
Wright on
Left,
the
right,
punt for
middle.
Minnesota.
See what that goober flag was.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Plug.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just
Bro,
think
who
about the differences
cares?
between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are
Free
hitting
my
the
boy,
ground and
dislocated
flying all
his
different
shoulder.
places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Play action. Cousins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
I'll probably go to the next game.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
But I plan on going to the volleyball game soon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game.
Ooh.
Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority.
It's just the days back in my old school. Going to them, they were lit.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
We once got like ourselves kicked out.
And this is going to be
Just about.
incomplete.
It was awesome.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco.
Mods, make his tum-tum hurt.
Oh, look at the juke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Mods, make his tum-tum growl.
2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there, got him some extra yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Andy, where'd you go, bro?
Now Mahomes.
Huh.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
There you are, LeBrody.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so
Bro, people say the NFL, like, glazes Mahomes, but they should see the stuff they post about, like, Burrow and Allen, bro. I'm literally like that.
Kadarius Toney, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now.
We're going to go for another 2-point because...
Now Mahomes to the line.
We're going for another 2-point because 2 points are 2 points.
They'll try and throw for it. On the and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. First down, here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete to Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working out of the gun, Cousins finding Hockenson here on the out route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Cousins again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
We could play Showdown another day. I'm like just learning how to play this. It's my first Madden I've played.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
Dandy,
report.
because you're cool.
Okay,
I
Brandon,
can
thank
trust
you
you
very
with
much.
stuff.
More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in
There
Week
you
5.
go.
We'll begin up in the Mile High City. The New
Oh,
York
see, I like
Jets
what
in
it's doing
town
right now.
to take on Denver. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. From there,
Dandy,
we're
you
off
are
to
a
check
very
out
smart
another game.
individual.
And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Jacoby Brissett leading the way in the
You're
victory
welcome,
with
Plug.
3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Joe Mixon, a touchdown run in that first half.
Yeah.
Final adjustments being made in the
I've been
locker
using-
room. We're just about ready
I've
for
been
the second
playing
half in Minneapolis. And
Chris
for the
Jones
call,
on the
let's
D-line.
rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Or I use Sneed when I do man coverage.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Mahomes to throw on second down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just
I didn't even mean to click, bro.
More pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there.
For real, Team McKenzie sucks. Team me all the way.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Sliding out of the pocket.
Ooh.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
Two big plays in
I feel like
succession.
Tony
Not sure
is
this
such
D
like
knows what
an
hit.
underrated
Now
wide
they gotta get
receiver.
ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
I
Toward the
didn't
end
want to do
zone,
that.
but that's gonna wind up incomplete.
They do.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll
My
take
man.
this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Club.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on in that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled.
No.
He's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover.
Heck of a
down.
play by Mahomes.
He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 24. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Oh my
And
God.
he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. Completes this to Addison out left. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone
Oh, shut up.
around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot.
Heck of a
connect.
play by
And
Cousins.
the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Then he will finally be taken down.
I was going to say offense running too much.
On the final act of the 3rd quarter.
Or whatever it's called. The legal forward pass. Always be happening, bro.
Close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Cousins on 1st down. This one caught by Osborne, right side. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to throw now. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down, sliding out of the pocket. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. This is 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Pass complete. It's Madison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd down. Cousins to throw. That one thrown away from the The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Cousins. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to.
I'm ending the stream here. I'm tired. I'll probably stream tomorrow with my brother and destroy him. Cause I'm a pimp. Stay safe, y'all.